Hello everybody and welcome back to Pravus Gaming and more Hearts of Iron 4 Kaiserreich playing as the Sultanate of Egypt. The war against the Ottomans was technically a victory. Iran peaced out on our behalf and took some land for themselves, and we took some land and said, screw you, Saudi Arabia, you weren't very helpful at all. To which they're like, well, screw you then, we're leaving the Cairo Pact. And now my pact looks a lot smaller. Never fear, we are actively justifying a war against Saudi Arabia to force them back into the fold, as well as take Yemen. I want this peninsula for myself, dang it. Then we'll worry about killing Abyssinia, try to get Somalia to join the Cairo Pact, or just kill them. Either one's fine with me. And then with a revamped Egypt that owns this entire region, we'll turn our attention back to Turkey and kill them yet again, as long as they don't end up joining a faction. And you know what? Even if they do join a faction, I might decide that I just want to kill them instead. We are currently consolidating our new lands, getting a bunch of cores across Jerusalem, Ma'an, Medina, Hijaz, Aleppo, Syria, blah, blah, blah. All of that would be good. It's unfortunate that we couldn't get some claims or some cores on land that, let's say, Yemen owns, so that I'd be able to get a faster claim against them, but oh well. I'm sure all will be well. Occupied territories, Syria and the Mashriki Kingdom. You know, I guess there was a king, once upon a time, for the Mashriq. And we helped let them come back to their kingdom for a while, and then we were like, nah, you know what? Mine now. I don't know. It was a very short-lived kingdom, I guess is what I mean to say. No love in the Palestinian region. There never is there? Looks to me like the Saudis have basically nothing but really weak infantry, militia, and weak cavalry, which means killing them is going to be just that much easier. Still trying to get these civilian factories rebuilt. It's really, really bad. When does this expire? The 12th of April, 1941. Okay, we're not too far off on that. Let's go ahead and get some extra construction tech going. How are we doing in terms of trade? We are now producing a tiny bit more resources. I think part of our problem is we might not be exporting much anymore. Not that we had much to export in the first place, I guess. Never mind. Yeah, we're just importing a lot of goods. We don't really have any good trading partners, unfortunately. Kind of sucks. Well, let's see. Do you, Saudi Arabia, have any good resources for me to take besides, I don't know, oil? You don't even have a lot of oil. Oh, you suck. Looks like Iran got all the oil. They got all the good stuff. Well, technically with some more oil, we might be able to export a little bit of that to get some more civilian factories. Technically. But yeah, this is just pathetic. This is just really pathetic. 15 in use, 1 damaged, 12 consumer goods, 8 to imports, 3 currently doing construction. Armenia joins the Golestan Pact, and we no longer have the effects of building costs. So now we're at least back up to 7. It's a slight improvement. All right, well, apparently we have a lighthouse. Who doesn't like awesome lighthouses? What's this Golestan Pact thing? Oh, Iran formed their own faction. Oh, no wonder they couldn't join my faction. They formed their own. Iran declares war on Azerbaijan. Okay. Bahrain, the jewel of the Gulf. Okay. Well, Iran apparently has decided they want to be super duper aggressive. And funnily enough, they're actually stronger than I am now, technically. Well, we're just now breaking even on infantry equipment. That's the good news. The combined syndicates of America has finally defeated the American Union State. So that's a thing. I'm not seeing much evidence that we have any surplus of infantry equipment right now, though. There we go. Starting to finally build up. Yeah, we need that support equipment, and badly. We can get one more factory working over there. Can pull a little bit off of infantry equipment. How are we doing in terms of artillery? Fine, honestly. We can reduce that a little bit as well. Yeah, let's just start producing more of that. Get that support equipment, finally reinforce everybody. We'll also need to start training up some new units. I would love to go ahead and start training up a few more guys here. I know we don't have the equipment for it yet, but we'll build that up eventually. Consolidation of new lands is done, and the Dutch East Indies capitulates to Japan. Which, it appears, is a lie. They have not capitulated at all, okay? Well, either way, we've got our consolidation done. If Iran is in our faction, we could have done fun things. but they did not. And because we upset Saudi Arabia, we can't go down here either. So we don't get to do any of these. Kurdistan doesn't exist. Keep the Arabs divided. Doesn't look like any of these are, like, super duper important, but yeah. Iran absolutely was supposed to join the Cairo Pact. I'm about positive of it. I think they just didn't because they were at war. Rail, okay. Invest in new... Oh, yes. 4 more civilian factories for 1 national focus. That's pretty good. So we're almost able to kill these guys. 1 more month off, and then we'll get to go kill Saudi Arabia. Hopefully Iran does not take advantage of that and decide to attack me, but I don't think they will. We like each other quite a bit. They're actually fairly liberal in this game, surprisingly. The Don Kuban Union declares war on the Russian Republic. Are you kidding? Okay. Usually they're in the Reichspakt, but they're not. So these guys are actually on their own and just attacked Russia. Artst thou insane? Apparently, artst insane. Okay. Yeah, you have fun with that. We do need to start producing some fighters. I'm aware of this. Whenever we can, just go ahead and start reinforcing a little bit. Alright, let's see. Support equipment, yeah, pretty abysmal. Infantry equipment, catching up. Artillery, catching up. We have some civilian factories available. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and get some more military factories going. At least a few of those. And then, honestly, I wouldn't mind having even more civilian factories. And we'll probably want to get some infrastructure down this way. For the most part, this all looks okay. Except for Sinai, apparently, which never actually did build. Sure, get those factories up and running. In fact, let's go ahead and prioritize getting these civilian factories up and running. Just so I can build these even faster. Though we're about to grab some more factories away from the Arabs. 4 more military factories and 2 civilian factories, it looks like. They are scraping the barrel and still only have a few thousand manpower, so they're very dead. They've got absolutely nothing. Realm of the Arabs. Are you trying to form a new faction? The Fall of Gibraltar, okay. Wait a minute, what's going on? Carlos Spain? Ooh, okay, hang on. So the paternal autocrats are actually winning. Hey, something's finally happened. Iran took 4 states and conquered Azerbaijan. Iran, I really hope that you and I are going to be friends against Turkey in the future, because I'm starting to feel threatened by you a little bit. You actually are still very much a rival. I might have to kill them. I don't know. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with this yet. At this point, having defeated the Ottomans, technically speaking, it's any man's game. Who knows what's going to happen? Supply consumption reduction. Yeah, it would be nice. But I think we have to keep focusing on our industry. Let's go ahead and get the assembly line production up and a-running. Not that we're at the production cap for anything, but still. Yemen has finally stopped giving me their guns. I was wondering if you were going to notice that, considering we are, you know, actively declaring war on you. Justification for war is done. Let's go ahead and attack the Saudis. Go and go. Oh, I never actually did give you an offensive line. Hang on. Okay. Now, wait, that didn't work. Orange. There. Go. Okay, everyone push. You guys should be aggressive and pierce through these guys. I don't think they have, like, any entrenchment or defense value at all. They're just measly little militia. And once we're done with Saudi Arabia, we actually should be able to just swoop in around Yemen pretty easily as well in the future, which is going to be very nice. We'll lose a little bit of manpower and a little bit of equipment as we do all this, but it won't be too bad. Should be able to win this, really no problem at all. Indian Empire. Yeah. The Dominion of India is looking pretty strong for the Entente. Currently led by the Social Democrats. The Indian Empire, the paternal autocrats, they ought to join the German Empire. Them empires ought to stick together, okay? Because you all know that the Entente eventually is going to get real annoyed with you. Or maybe they don't know that. I don't know. The German Empire declares war on Georgia, of all places. All right. Sure, bring them into the fold if you want. I don't care. Go ahead. Have fun with that. Yeah, the Saudis are in absolute disarray. We are taking some attrition. It is starting to hurt me a little bit, but yeah, I think they're in trouble. Just go to their capital. We're not going to make the same mistake that the Ottomans made. We're just going to go straight for those victory points and knock him out. He won't be able to do anything against me. I'm almost positive of it. We definitely need to train up more troops. I'm going to go ahead and toss on at least a few more regular defensive units. I'm going to look forward to having some of these extra factories that I can use. Eventually start building some tanks. A few tanks would make all the difference. I will win all of my wars against Iran, Saudi Arabia, Turkey, and so on if I can just get some tanks. But they're hard to produce, man. Invest in new lands. Beautiful. We're going to have some extra civilian factories that I can use. Could go to the dockyards. That wouldn't be so bad. Alternatively, we can start working toward dividing up Ethiopia so we can fight Abyssinia. Or we could start working toward some of these things. Let's go to the Nile Proclamation. I'm going to start working toward the ability to conquer Abyssinia. I want to take that land for myself. Concentrated industry is done. Nice. Let's see. I still don't need things like ballistic computers. We could start working on some radio tech, but 1941, don't need anything over here yet. Don't need anything over here yet. I'm going to go ahead and start researching some new tanks. Let's start working toward the mediums. That's going to be a bit of an investment, but eventually we'll get there. You guys need to get all the way over here. You guys need to pierce through here and make sure he doesn't actually retake his capital. Central America has capitulated to the forces of the Reichspakt. Barcelona has fallen. Say goodbye to the anarcho-syndicalists. Let's see, offensive line. Get down over here. Go, go, go. Whoever's fastest. Cavalry? Cavalry are supposed to be fast. You guys go fast. Go. What's the point of being on a horse if you're not faster than men who are lugging around artillery? Okay, he is technically a little bit faster. He's getting there. Come on, Saudi Arabia, just give up. I see those militia with terrible organization taking attrition. Come on. Iron Guard Romania declares war against Hungary. Oh, that's fun. Romania is in the Belgrade Pact, so Serbia is about to eat Hungary as well. That's going to be interesting. Albania exists. The Kingdom of Greece is independent. We could actually have some fun conquering a lot of the Balkan region, too. Once we get through Turkey. I don't think the Belgrade Pact can do much to me. All right, we're going to conquer all states of Saudi Arabia. Okay, we actually have some dockyards eventually now. Like, finally, we can do something. What should we build? I don't even know what any of these ships are. Well, I probably could use some basic cruisers. We'll produce some of those. And some other light ships as screeners, I guess? And maybe a little bit more of convoys. Should be fine. You aren't actually delivering anything to me. Okay, that should fix that problem. Now, this is usually where we're going to have some sort of a decision as to decide what to do with Arabia. After a long fight with the Arabians, we have launched a full offensive and forced the Arabian army to surrender. It is now in our hands. If not selected within 60 days, we lose political power, base stability, and war support. Let's click the button. Liberate a loyal Arabian Republic? I don't think so. I think we'll just continue on with the military occupation. We lose some base stability, and it looks like, yeah, Kaiserreich hasn't really changed in that way. That's still going to be a thing. Even so, I think it's fine. Let's see. I'm going to set up right over here. Offensive line, get down to Sana. You get down over here. Okay, we're going to get ready to fight Yemen next. Then we'll pop over here to Abyssinia, since we are currently working on the Nile Proclamation. Yeah, losing base stability is very unfortunate. And it doesn't look like there's any really good ways to gain new stability unless we go below 50%. If we go below 50%, we can always legislate more freedoms, and that's going to get me back up to a baseline of stability, but it's never going to be great. That's always been my main complaint. At least in the base game, right? First off, when you conquer lands, you don't become unstable for it. But you also had a lot more decisions to get base stability by spending political power, whatever it is, for a while, right? But in Kaiserreich, it looks like not only do you now have to lose stability and pay political power to conquer land, they also got rid of some of the options to improve your base stability. Unless they just replaced it with legislating freedoms. Maybe they did, I don't know. But it looks like the max we'll ever be able to get at some point is going to be 50%. Which is a little unfortunate and awkward, but okay. These guys cannot find a path to get over here because the attrition will be too high. Gather African allies is automatically done. Somalia has the opportunity to join the Cairo Pact. That's interesting. Are you still fighting? You are not. You became a puppet of Abyssinia. Ah, that's why. So you are no longer independent. That's why you can't join the Cairo Pact. Suppose that is okay. Abyssinia actually has a reasonable number of factories. What do you know? They'll be a juicy target at some point, won't they? Construction tech is done. Okay. Let's go ahead and upgrade my artillery once again. How long until I can kill you? Right now. Right now. Declare war. Kill, kill. Okay. Primarily, guys, I need you to be pushing through here and getting a big encirclement around everyone in Mecca. That is all that matters. If you can do that, we'll be fine. Iran demands Bahrain. Bahrain. I do not remember. I should know my geography here, but I don't remember where it is. This right here? You want this? I'm going to give it up. I don't care about it. It's not that important to me. And if I need to, I can go and kill Iran and just take it back. But at least for the meantime, I'd rather focus my efforts fighting over Yemen, Abyssinia, and Somalia, rather than also provoke Iran, who is strong enough that they actually could probably beat me. Because I don't actually have that many troops right now. Just not in a good position to fight that many troops, enemies at the same time. That's what I'm trying to say. Can you guys push here? We are having a hard time here, apparently. Okay, hang on. Stop attacking. Let them exhaust themselves against you. Can you get to Jeddah? Oh, there is somebody fighting here in Jeddah. Okay. Sit tight for a bit. Let them exhaust themselves fighting you. So see, they're losing all their organization right now. Which means now is the perfect opportunity to do a counterattack. See? Now we pin these guys down so they can't reinforce. All of you should be retreating. We'll make this progress here in the mountains. Russian Republic just won their war. Shocking. Whoever would have seen that coming? All right, now, stop. Okay. Let them exhaust themselves against me again because they're stupid. Okay, they've got almost nothing left. Attack now. Pin this guy down. We should be able to get an encirclement around Mecca. May not even need to be honest. If we just go down here to Sana and he's not actually able to defend, we've got him. Be free territory for me. It's practically like free real estate. Muscat has joined the Entente. Okay. I'm surprised you guys are holding out as long as you are. Your organization should be way lower than this. Spanish Civil War is officially over. Looks like the Carlists have won. The Kingdom of Spain. They are seeking to join the Entente. Oh, interesting. Sometimes Carlist Spain likes to join the German Empire. Because that makes the most sense. They're ideologically on the same page. But not this time. All right, we actually did manage to get some more of our infantry together. Let's go ahead and stop that for a moment because we're out of supplies. Only going to do this once. We'll add you guys to orange for when you are done. Come on, finish off these freaking cavalry. I know. Mountains suck. I get it. But even so. Alright, you can stop attacking now. What are the odds I can get in here and just get a quick cutoff right now? Not very good, but if I could... Yeah, no. Okay. I didn't think that was going to work, but it was worth a shot. Anything I can do to get more supplies down here? Sure, infrastructure. Let's go ahead and repair this quickly. I don't know if this is even the right area, but let's just go ahead and repair these infrastructures real quick. Yeah, down here is where it's really rough. We don't have anywhere near enough supply to actually make this work. It's going to be hard to do an attack like that, but we might be able to get a lot of troops kind of doing a multi-vector attack over here now. Unfortunately, yeah, our organization is just super duper low. Out of supply minus 70%. Whew. Yeah. Yeah, that's a problem. Let's see if we can push these guys out of the mountains. And let's also... We already have air superiority going on over here, don't we? Let's ensure that we technically have air superiority. Attacking from multiple directions. Decryption advantage. We've divided up Ethiopia. The Ethiopian Empire is made up of many tribal ethnicities, not all of which are keen on being part of their empire. Somalians, Moro, Tigray. Being among the largest groups, but there are many others. We might be able to weaken the empire by trying to play things off one another and divide Ethiopia up internally. Let them feud amongst themselves. There's the assembly line as well. Let's go ahead and start working down more of the... Let's go ahead and start working our way down more of the infrastructure path. Yeah, being out of supply here is just absolutely brutal. Okay, we got some more production value done. That's good. Let me go ahead and research radio detection. We haven't done that yet. How do you guys feel about just attacking? I mean, we don't have supply issues up here the same way we do down here, so we might as well push them back. And yeah, these guys are losing. Ugh. Infrastructure, man. Right here. That's where we need it. Unfortunately, it's not going to be done for about a month. Some of that infrastructure. It'll help, though. Just keep feeding supplies in here. Unfortunately, this area, not much we can do because we don't own the state. If you don't own the state, you can't actually build infrastructure there, which means these guys are never going to have a good amount of supply. It's going to rely on these guys up over here to do a lot of the heavy lifting. Okay, why don't we just do more multi-vector attacks over here. Improved artillery upgrade, extra soft attack for me, that helps. It's not quite 1942. Still working on the tanks. Could work on rocket artillery and such. Gonna go ahead and work on the supply consumption reduction for our infiltration assault. Because right about now, reducing our supply consumption would actually be quite helpful. Very helpful indeed. Wish I had paratroopers. That would make this a lot easier. Almost got these guys out of here. Good. Okay. Teal is feeling surprisingly confident. These guys no longer have any attrition or supply issues. Still haven't finished rebuilding the infrastructure in Nej, so I'm not too sure why that's the case. We are at war, yes. Decisions available. Then we just got a lot more troops about to finish training up. 1941 general election. Social liberalism? Market liberalism, social conservatism, authoritarian. Yeah, we're going to go for the Wafdi party. Oh, wow, that brought me up to 81% political popularity there. Look at that. Ska-frickin' douche, dude. That was nice. War propaganda against Yemen. Don't need it. We're fine. Okay, so the rest of these troops are now deploying. Not that we can use them right now with my supply being as low as it is, but even so. Why are you guys attacking right now? The Egyptian plot fails. The Egyptians try to encourage the peoples of the empire to turn against the emperor. However, today, many of them have pledged their loyalty to the Haile Selassie and promised to fight for Ethiopia should conflict break out with Egypt. We gain base stability and war support. A new tribal militia division will be formed. All of Ethiopia is loyal to the Negus Nagast. Okay. Run. Why are you here? Get out. You don't belong here in Ethiopia. I guess we technically got at least some tribes to come and fight for me. They're weak and worthless, but I mean, we did. Kudos, I guess. What are the odds that you guys actually can take Mecca? I'd like you guys to actually fight over Jeddah as well. Game, are you frozen? Uh-oh. Game? Up. Okay. Oh, that's why. The German Empire finished their thing. Well, there goes France. German Empire wins the Weltkrieg. Commonwealth of Canada takes the rest of their cores. The Germans took over all of France. Kingdom of the Two Sicilies takes over pretty much all of Italy. Swedish state took over the rest of Norway. French Republic got basically nothing out of that. Yep. There goes the Third International. Well, that worked out well for them. Cool. I like it when the Germans win. It's more fun to me. Okay. In terms of supplies, we're actually doing pretty good up here now. Just wish there was something we could do down over here. The game is really slow all of a sudden. Swedish state has joined the Reichsbank. Was it not already part of that? Because I thought that it was. What the heck is going on over here? He's got a lot of entrenchment. His defense is way too high right now. I mean, it looks like we're about to break through Jeddah, which is nice. And that helps. Light tanks are done. Awesome. Let's go and grab the next level of that. Kingdom of Spain has joined the Entente. That officially is a thing now. Okay, we got Jeddah. I would like you guys to attack here in Mecca. Of course, you have to defend first. But that's going to make my life easier. Now we have the multi-pronged attack. Reduces the effectiveness of forts. United Kingdom joins the Entente, the restoration of the United Kingdom, a new order or return of the old. As Egypt, I don't think we're pretty pleased with all of that. But c'est la vie. All right, we grabbed Mecca. Social Democratic Party gains some popularity. Okay, I'm down to 76% popularity, or 74 depending on who you want to trust. So Yemen has now just got a lot of troops sitting right here. I mean, he's taking attrition too, 40%. It's a lot. These guys are now going to have to spread out a little bit. Egyptian oil is done. We can go for the Red Sea ports and work our way towards some more civilian factories, which I think we'll go ahead and do. So right now, my troops aren't feeling very confident about their ability to get in here to Yemen. We're definitely struggling to find a good way to actually break through them. Especially with the mountains being what it is. Mountains are tough, man. Unless you have mountaineers, but you just take so much attrition. And there's so many attack penalties, and the combat width is so darn small. It's hard to know what to do. Okay, this unit is pathetic, and I want to train it for something else. I can't. No. That sucks. Skirmisher, probing attack, paratroopers. Supply grace, I don't care about that. Damage reduction against CAS. That's close air support, by the way. Which I don't think that I care about. I'm going to go for Skirmisher for the probing attack. Have you gained a trait? You have not. It's a little unfortunate. You have, however, gained some extra skill points. You're up to 7 for supply consumption and 6 for attack. I would say that that's pretty cool. All right, troops are all spread out again. Let's see if we can't make this work. We'll go ahead and attack with everything we got. But once again, I find myself in a position where I am not producing anywhere near enough infantry equipment or enough artillery to actually beat these guys down in the mountains. I suppose what I could do is just back off and try to let him flood through. We've used that strategy before. It just feels like it's a bit risky. What about you guys attacking here? Nope. Here? Nope. Yeah, until we are able to get the rest of this state, I think that attacking here is actually a terrible idea. We're just taking attrition for no reason. So what I'm going to do is actually pull you guys back like this. And we're going to create a fallback line here. And a fallback line here. I'm going to tell you guys that's not really where I wanted you to be. Hang on. Do this. Oh, frickin' heck. There they are. You guys assign there. You guys assign here. Assign here. Back it up. Until I can conquer the entire state, there's just no point in holding this. It's just taking attrition for no good reason. These are the things I have learned, okay? I'm trying not to be stupid. I'm trying to learn from the issues. I have a tendency just to throw as many bodies into a low supply issue as possible. Low supply area, I mean to say. And it usually ends up being a really stupid idea. So we're not going to do that. Basically. We're just not going to do that. I'm going to back up. We're going to let him kind of swoop in after me. And then we'll see if we can fight him on slightly better terms when I'm at full supply. Alright? After that's done, though, we do need to fight Abyssinia. Germany, I don't really much like that you are up on my borders. Who are you? Franz Ritter von Epp is the leader of Middle Africa. And they really don't like me. You hate me. Oh. Oh, the German Empire hates me, do they? Oh, okay. Well, now that they are no longer worried about freaking France, that could potentially be a problem. Could potentially be a really big problem. Okay. Sure. Well, we will deal with that in a future video. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If so, then I want to ask you to hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.